Good morning. Happy Monday, ladies. I am here to talk with you about hormones and hormone imbalance. So something really important that we need to discuss to help you on your way. So if you do not know me, I'm Crystal Melanson. I am a functional fertility practitioner, creator of the preconception plan, and I help women and couples maximize and mend their fertility naturally to conceive and have healthy pregnancies. All right, hormone imbalance. Let's get into this. Specifically, when we talk about hormone imbalance, there's something that often comes up, which is estrogen dominance. Maybe you have heard that term. So it gets thrown around quite a bit. But what does that mean? Why does it matter? What can we do about these imbalances? And today this video is a little bit about how the imbalances don't just come from the hormones. So there's other causes, other factors that are coming into play. So estrogen dominance is something that I see very often with clients when we're working on their fertility or their symptoms. So some symptoms of these imbalances can be hot flashes, night sweats, low libido, irregular cycles, lack of ovulation, breast tenderness, cramping, moodiness, some of those things, right? You might think PMS, typical PMS, or signs around ovulation. This is not normal, right? It's common, it's not normal. Having stubborn weight, insomnia, fertility struggles, which I know a lot of my community has. So these can all be symptoms of hormone imbalance. Now, when we're talking about these imbalances, we have to look at the different types of hormones, right? We have your testosterone, your androgens, we have your estrogens, and we have progesterone. And then we have, those are your main sex hormones. And then we have other adrenal hormones like cortisol as well. And it's the perfect balance between these that helps you feel good and your fertility really be optimal. Now, when we're talking about estrogen dominance, this is when you have high estrogen compared to progesterone. And it's not that simple though, because you can have altogether low hormones, like just low hormones across the board and have estrogen dominance. Or you can have super high hormones and have estrogen dominance, right? So it can look different for different people. And what it means when you have estrogen dominance is that the estrogen is higher than progesterone in that ratio. But we can get a lot more specific with what's going on with you. And guess what? You don't find this out through the tests that you get done at your doctor's office. They do basic blood levels, and this is not thorough. This doesn't help us understand why you're having problems to really help solve them, right? When I screen clients, I use a urine test that you take at home, and it has much, much greater insight into where all of these hormones are at and the balance between them. So just a quick example is with progesterone, right? When we're looking at progesterone, there is actually a study done that showed in your luteal phase, your progesterone can go up and down a lot, right? And that can go from high to low, even within a day. So although it can be helpful sometimes to check in with your blood, when we're really trying to get more specific with what's going on with your hormones, we need a view over a broader period of time, which is why I like the urine test in combination, right? So that we are really seeing, well, what is your progesterone really looking like, right? With your estrogen, there's actually, multiple different metabolites, different types of estrogen, and some are more potent than others, which can cause more symptoms and more issues like the breast tenderness or the cramps or the sweating, right? You can have tanked low hormones, but if you have more of a potent type of estrogen, you can have more symptoms, right? Does that make sense? So we need to see where is everything at specifically. And you don't get that when you are doing testing done at your doctor's office. So if you want to know more about that, if you want me to walk you through some examples of what this testing looks like or what it might look like to see some of these imbalances, just let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to make a video more specifically about this test. If you are interested in that, let me know in the comments. You can just write examples and I will make a video for you. But on to the topic today. With the hormone imbalances, estrogen dominance, how do we solve this? First, you might think, oh, well, I will just take progesterone supplements, right? I have low progesterone compared to estrogen. I'll just boost up my progesterone. But what if all of your hormones are tanked? How is that going to really help, right? What if your testosterone and your estrogen metabolism are off? How is that going to help? What is affecting the low progesterone in the first place? We need to ask these questions to really help solve your imbalances and your struggles with fertility. So this is why we want to have the comprehensive approach and realizing that hormone imbalances don't just come from hormones. What I mean by that is there's a lot of outside sources that affect your hormones. So the first thing we need to know is you need energy to create hormones. So you have these little battery packs in your body, your mitochondria. You need energy to make hormones. You need the ingredients to make hormones, the nutrients to do this, right? And if you are lacking, you don't have enough energy or you don't have enough of these ingredients, then you can't get anywhere because your body just can't do it, right? And if it's too stressed, too tired, then that makes it a really exhausting process. And this can come from not the right diet, nutrient deficiencies, toxins, poor gut health, your body's inability to handle stressors. These can all tank your energy production so that you just can't create the hormones. So that can be one of the issues. And then compounding onto that is the outside source. So diet and toxins, putting more synthetic estrogens, xenoestrogens, these fake compounds that look like estrogens into your body. They clog up your receptors. So all your receptors over your body that's supposed to pull in estrogen, that's really important. They can't do their job because they're being clogged up with these fake or dangerous types of estrogens. This throws off your balance. This is what can push you more towards dangerous estrogens, which I see in test results, as well as the estrogen dominance and a lot of those symptoms, right? The PMS symptoms or the ovulation problems, the cycle problems. And so you can have too much estrogen, not because your body is making too much, but because you're exposing yourself to it, right? From diet, from water, cleaning products, makeups, what you were exposed to at work or as a child even, right? Breast implants, silicone breast implants. There's a lot of examples out there that can affect your body's ability to use its own estrogen or is throwing off the balance and bringing in dangerous estrogens that are pushing you towards this dominance. So that's why we need that comprehensive look as to what is all around you every day that is affecting your own ability to have estrogen and hormone balance. And then the third one playing onto this is the next layer of your detox capabilities. So detoxing is natural, right? It can be a marketing term, but it's a natural process. You do it all day long through your liver, your GI system, right? It's something that you do to get junk out of your body that you're exposed to. But when you have lowered capability of doing this from the wrong diet or medication use, past, present, nutritional deficiencies, genetics, trauma, poor digestion, poor gut health. Then you can reabsorb. You can absorb wrong types of hormones, toxins. You can recycle. You can do all these things incorrectly because your own detox capabilities are not functioning as they should. And so you can absorb fake estrogens that I spoke about more so, right, than someone else maybe. Or you can recycle them instead of using your body's natural estrogens. Or when your gut is off, you can reabsorb hormones and estrogens because we get rid of estrogens through our digestive tract. You poop them out, right? And if you're not going to the bathroom, you can reabsorb them. That's why I always work on gut health and digestion with every single fertility client because it's paramount. And if you're constipated or not going to the bathroom every day, if you are having unhealthy bowel movements, this can throw off your estrogen and hormone balance because it's all interconnected. Hanging with me? So tell me, has your doctor ever talked to you about your digestion, your poops, your gut? Have they? Because it's critical and we need to talk about it. So with your detox capabilities, some of you might not be able to do this very well. You might not be able to metabolize and detox hormones very well. And that can slow the process down. So even things that you were exposed to in the past as a child, a few years ago, you might be thinking like, oh, I've recently cleaned up my cleaning products or I'm doing much better. But has your body properly gotten out all of the junk that used to be there, right? Because it's not always just the sudden switch. Your body has to do work to do that, right? And we can check in on this and see what could be going on. So to sum it up, your hormone balance does not just come from your hormones. What is the reason? What is the underlying factors that are causing your imbalance? Comes from how your body is creating them. Do you have the energy, the ingredients to create the hormones, or are they going somewhere else? What are you exposed to past and present? The fake estrogens, synthetic estrogens, right? That can be causing hormone imbalance. That might be a cause to having higher hormone or higher estrogen in your body. And lastly, your body's ability to metabolize and detox these hormones. So if there's a hitch in your system, then we need to support your body to get the junk out, to help your body do what it needs to do. So let me know what questions you have on this. You can post in the comments below and I will help answer them. And you can tell me if you want examples of some of the testing, the hormone testing that I spoke about. Let me know in the comments and I can do a video specifically on that if you would like. So if you have imbalances, if you're struggling with PMS, getting pregnant, staying pregnant, are you working on figuring out why, right? That's what we got to talk about, figuring out why, so that we can support the entirety of you to restore balance and fertility. All right, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and I will talk to you guys later.